Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Watch Junkie. Today I'm going to do a review of another Seiko watch. But before we go into that, I'm just going to do a quick wrist shot. Now I'm wearing my Casio G-Shock. This is a GA150 with strap adapters and 5-ring Zulu strap. Now, what I'm gonna talk about is this watch. This is the Seiko Diver's watch. This is the SRPB99, and this is a Samurai Padi. Features of this watch is this is ISO certified 200 meters water resistant. Right, so let's go down to some basic specification. This watch is basically a stainless steel case. You also have a stainless steel engraved back cover, and we also have here stainless steel solid links bracelet with solid end link. You have a double deployment clasp, okay, with a diver extension there. Right, now for the crown, since this is a diver watch 200 meters, so it's pretty normal to have a screw down crown, and the crown is unsigned. All right, let's look at the bezel. Now the bezel is a 120 click unidirectional bezel, and it has an aluminum insert, and this is a Pepsi style aluminum insert. As you can tell by the color, it is red and blue. Okay, the dial is a black satin finish with a wave pattern texture. The indices are applied with lume. You also have a printed chapter ring there with a printing, or red printing rather, on the 12, 3, 6, and 9. Now the hands are a monster like hour, minute, and second hand. And the minute hand has this red edge paint, and the second hand as well. The writings, Seiko and X. This is a Prospex. What it means is it's a professional specification, and as you can see there, Padi, it stands for Professional Association of Divers Instructors, and you have their automatic divers 200 meters. Okay, so this is an automatic mechanical watch. This particular watch is using the 4R35 movement, meaning it is hackable and windable. I'm gonna show you that. Okay, so unscrew the crown, and then if you pull it, it's hackable, and it's also windable. The difference between the 4R36 and 4R35, this is using a 4R35, meaning it only has a date complication, as opposed to the 4R36 which has the date complication. And this is also 23 jewels. All right, now let's talk about dimensions. 43.8 millimeter diameter, a 48 millimeter lug tip to lug tip, a 13.5 millimeter thickness, and a 22 millimeter lugs. Okay, now the bracelet itself, this is 22 millimeters tapering down to 20 millimeters to the clasp. Okay, so let's talk about the finishing. Now, finishing is more of a, I would say, brushed, not polished. As you can tell on the case has a really good industrial-like brushed on the sides and on the top. You have a polished edge bezel with a very good texture on the side of the bezel, and here you have a polished center. On the back is pretty much all polished. Okay, now the bracelet, it is brushed, but you can see that there is a polish on the connectors, and then you have a very good combination of polished and brushed on the bracelet. Okay, sides are all polished. Okay, so for the pros and cons, I'm really gonna be subjective on this watch because this is a love at first sight. When I saw this watch, I immediately told myself that I'm gonna get one, and which I actually did. And this is by far my favorite amongst all of my watches. It just has this feel and has a good wrist presence. I'm going to do a wrist shot later. And yeah, I really like this watch. This is my favorite watch. Okay, I forgot to mention on the bezel there is a loom pit as well. Right there by the shadow, you already can see, you know, the Seiko Lumi Bride already kicking in. For the cons, I really don't see any cons. Okay, based on my opinion again. I told you I'm going to be subjective on my opinion on this particular watch because this is an absolute beauty. I really love this watch. Alright, so let's go down to the loom shot. For this loom shot, I'm going to charge it with my tactical flashlight XML T6. Right, so let's just charge this for a bit. Okay, and let's turn off the lights. There you go. As you can notice, the color of the loom pit and the minute hands greenish, and indices, hour and second hand are bluish loom. All right. Okay, before we end this, I'm just going to do a quick wrist shot of this watch. Okay, so this is how it looks like on my 16.5 centimeters wrist or 6.5 inch wrist. Absolute beauty. I love this watch. This is going to stay in my collection for years to come. Okay, so there you go. This is my short review of this Seiko SRPB99K1 or the Samurai Padi. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to know more about my upcoming videos, then hit the subscribe button. And if you have any suggestions or any questions, leave a comment down below. Until then, this is Watch Junkie saying keep watching. Bye.